Let's start with breaking news in the NBA. Donovan Mitchell has agreed to a 4-year, $273 million max extension with the Cavaliers. He could have waited until next summer and gotten another year and about another $80 million, but he gives Cleveland cost certainty right now. Senior NBA insider Shams Charania joining us now with much more on this story. So we know the Cavs are among the leaders to land LeBron James. How does Mitchell's extension impact that decision?
Kevin, it certainly helps because here you have a franchise cornerstone in Cleveland now doubling down on the franchise. This is the second extension Donovan Mitchell has signed since joining the Cavs in 2022. And I'm told Donovan Mitchell has been hands-on with his approach to trying to help the Cavs and work with the Cavs on roster upgrades after their run to the Eastern Conference Finals. And that does include the pursuit of LeBron James. And Donovan Mitchell has made it clear behind the scenes that he would embrace LeBron James coming and joining him in Cleveland. Another wing player that the Cavs have looked into along with LeBron James after figuring out LeBron James' decision is unrestricted free agent wing Jonathan Kuminga. But this decision by Donovan Mitchell is an early commitment for him. Like you waited a year from now for an extra $80 million, but he decides to double down on the Cavs now. And the Cavs, Donovan Mitchell, now are turning their full pursuit toward LeBron James.
Okay, let's get to one guy that played with the Cavs this past season. That is James Harden. He opted out of his deal with Cleveland. What can you tell us about his future with the Cavs?
James Harden will be going back to the Cavaliers, Kevin, just depending on how this shakes out with LeBron James and other upgrades the Cavs are able to make. He will be back, my understanding is, on a multi-year deal. Now, whether that's a 2-year deal, a 3-year deal, a lot of that shakes out after the Cavs offseason moves. But I'm told James Harden, his reps, are on the same page with the Cavs. They want to give the organization as much flexibility as possible to see what upgrades they can make, because they know there needs to be some level of upgrade on the roster, especially on the wings. So whether it's LeBron James, a guy like Jonathan Kuminga, this is a Cavs group led by Kobe Altman, president of basketball operations, that is being aggressive here in the market. And that starts with LeBron James. That's someone that James Harden is waiting to see. That'll dictate his contract.
James, we're all waiting. We're all waiting to see what happens with LeBron James. And when we have that story, I promise you, Shams Charania will have the breaking news on SportsCenter. Shams, thank you so much.
Okay. This is a 41-year-old.
I really want to try that, to be honest.
Not with them heavyweights.
I was going to say, do you think you could?
Weights to help.
Do you? Okay.
No,
I can't do it.
You got to be able to hold first.
That's just, that's like otherworldly. Okay, you heard
The
them.
athlete in us is like, give me one shot of that.
Hold first, and then I can add the weights.
I love it. Monica McNutt, today, we're going to be here all day, so that's why we have the W ball here, right? We're all day, all night. Wendy, hello to you.
I am beyond excited to dive into the latest news in the NBA, and it's all about the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've just agreed to a 4-year, $273 million max extension with their star player, Donovan Mitchell. This is huge, folks, and it has massive implications for the team's future. I mean, Mitchell could have waited until next summer and gotten another year and about another $80 million, but he's choosing to commit to the Cavs now. And that's a big deal. So, let's break it down. The Cavs are clearly committed to building a winning team around Mitchell, and this extension is a huge step in that direction. But what does it mean for their pursuit of LeBron James? I mean, we all know that James is a free agent, and the Cavs are one of the teams that are rumored to be interested in signing him. And now, with Mitchell on board, they've got a solid foundation to build on. I think it's interesting that Mitchell has been hands-on with his approach to trying to help the Cavs and work with the Cavs on roster upgrades. He's made it clear that he would embrace LeBron James coming and joining him in Cleveland. And that's a big deal, folks. I mean, we're talking about two of the biggest stars in the NBA, potentially teaming up on the same team. It's a tantalizing prospect, to say the least. But what about James Harden? He opted out of his deal with the Cavs, and there's been speculation about his future with the team. Well, according to sources, Harden will be going back to the Cavaliers. heirs, depending on how things shake out with LeBron James and other upgrades the Cavs are able to make. And that's a big deal, folks. I mean, we're talking about a team that's potentially going to have 3 of the biggest stars in the NBA on their roster. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but what about the salary cap? How are the Cavs going to make all of this work? And that's a great question. I mean, the Cavs are going to have to get creative with their roster and figure out how to make it all fit under the cap. But I think they're up to the challenge. I think they're committed to building a winning team, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to make that happen. And let's not forget about the other players on the Cavs roster. I mean, we're talking about guys like Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who are both young and talented. They're going to be a big part of the Cavs' future, and they're going to be key players in the team's pursuit of a championship. And with Mitchell and potentially James and Harden on board, they're going to have the talent and the depth to make a serious run at the title. So, what does this all mean for the Cavs' chances of winning a championship? I think it means they're going to be a serious contender, folks. I mean, they've got the talent, they've got the depth, and they've got the commitment to building a winning team. And with Mitchell, James, and Harden on board, they're going to be a team that's capable of beating anyone on any given night. But what about the other teams in the league? I mean, we're talking about teams like the Lakers and the Celtics, who are both going to be serious contenders for the championship. How are the Cavs going to stack up against them? I think they're going to be right in the mix, folks. I mean, they've got the talent, they've got the depth, and they've got the commitment to building a winning team. And with Mitchell, James, and Harden on board, they're going to be a team that's capable of beating anyone on any given night. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but what about the risks? What about the potential downsides of signing LeBron James and James Harden? And those are great questions, folks. I mean, we're talking about 2 of the biggest stars in the NBA, and they're both going to come with big contracts and big expectations. But I think the Cavs are willing to take that risk, folks. I think they're willing to do whatever it takes to build a winning team, even if it means taking on some risk. And let's not forget about the fans, folks. I mean, the Cavs have some of the most passionate and dedicated fans in the NBA. And they're going to be thrilled to see Mitchell, James, and Harden on the same team. They're going to be excited to see the Cavs make a serious run at the championship, and they're going to be cheering them on every step of the way. So, what's next for the Cavs? I think they're going to be busy, folks. I mean, they've got to figure out how to make all of these pieces fit together, and they've got to do it quickly. They've got to make some tough decisions about their roster, and they've got to do it in a way that's going to make them a better team. But I think they're up to the challenge, folks. I think they're committed to building a winning team, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to make that happen. And finally, let's talk about the implications of this move for the rest of the league. I mean, we're talking about a team that's potentially going to have 3 of the biggest stars in the NBA on their roster. That's going to have a ripple effect, folks. It's going to impact the way other teams approach free agency, and it's going to impact the way they build their rosters. And it's going to be fascinating to watch, folks. So, there you have it, folks. The Cavs are making a big move, and they're going all in on building a winning team. They're committing to Donovan Mitchell, and they're pursuing LeBron James and James Harden. It's a bold move, but I think it's the right one. And I think the Cavs are going to be a team to watch in the NBA for years to come.